god, oh my god, oh my god. Okay, so I was going to do like a full shopper drop on multiple items, but then this news broke and I was like, no, this needs a dedicated shopper drop. After years, Marc Jacobs Beauty is coming back. This is such a huge deal because I thought it was a very, very popular makeup brand and they had so many staples in so many people's makeup routines. Hello, Omega bronzers, their highliners, their eyeshadow palettes. For me, they were luxe of the luxe when I got into makeup, and on my channel, they were a regular brand of mine. I did many, many reviews, so I was really sad when the brand went off, and they're gonna be back soon. So first, we're gonna look at Marc Jacobs Beauty's advertisements, and then I will show you the actual products. So this is coming from the Marc Jacobs Beauty Instagram. So this is the first thing. It just says, a little shade, a lot of color. So it's gonna be a very colorful range is what they're teasing here. And then let's go to the next one. We'll take our coffee with a little splash of Marc Jacobs Beauty. Now, the reveal here, dropping June 1st. Okay, it's gonna be on their own website. I'm not too sure about Sephora. It looks like it's going to drop on Sephora June 1st, and then I also saw the day before it will launch. So probably it will launch the day before on the Marc Jacobs Beauty website. So this was their collab with Sephora. So it will be back in Sephora. Then, yep, Marc Jacobs Beauty arrives exclusively on Sephora.com June 1st. And you can see people in the comments, bring back the gel eyeliner. Give us the bronzers. We need the mascara. So lots of people are hoping for their staples to come back, and I did get rid of mine, so I won't be able to do direct comparisons, but let's take a look at the lineup. So I am getting this from the Beauty Steal. I will link their Instagram down below, but this is the full reveal of the collection, you guys, and it was not what I expected. So we do need to talk about that. We also have the price points here to the right. So first thing, we have the Born Star Cream to Powder Long Wear eyeshadows, excuse me. $29 each. There's gonna be 14 shades, 10 metallic and 4 matte. And if you recall, I want to compare this a little bit to their original line. They used to have these 5 pans. So Jose, I have screenshots of this for you. But in the individuals, they used to have the Omega Cream to Powder eyeshadows. I had never tried those, but I wonder if these are gonna be the same formula. The packaging, very, very different. Now, back in the day, Marc Jacobs was known for their eyeshadows. Those little eyeshadow palettes, I love. They were so, so creamy. So I have high expectations for these. There's gonna be 10 metallic shades and 4 matte shades. And I think this is the color they were referring to. We'll go deeper into the colors in a moment, but I just want to give you the general where we're going here. And then I believe these are going to be the 4 matte shades of that cream to powder eyeshadow. Next up, we have, this is what people were seeing if they were going to come back with the Omega bronzer. So it doesn't seem to be the Omega bronzer. I'm curious if the formula is the same. That I won't be able to tell because I don't have my old Omega bronzer. It's just been too long. But these are called the Legally Bronze Talc-Free Blurring Powder Bronzers. And there's 8 different shades. They're going to be $42 each. Now, I did use AI for this, so I don't know how accurate this is. It said that the Omega bronzer was like $49 to $59. So I think in this, you're getting a smaller bronzer, which one of the reasons that the original Omega bronzer was so popular was because it was so gigantic, which is why it also cost more, but people loved it. This looks like it's going to be a normal size bronzer, I think. There's nothing like to scale it with here, but looking at the price point, it looks like it's going to be a normal bronzer. There also is going to be Joy Stick Buildable Cream Blush Sticks, $35 For price point reference, the Benefit blushes are $34 each, but there will be 10 different shades of these. Very cute packaging, very, very young packaging. And then here's some more of the colors, also warm. It looks like this is the Heart On long-lasting soft shine lipstick for $34. There's going to be 15 shades, just complete different packaging than the original. This is what their lipsticks used to look like. Ooh, I love this family of colors though. That's right up my alley. And then a lot of people were asking about their highliners, which these are what the originals look like. Now they are now called the Drawn This Way Longwear Waterproof Gel Eyeliner. Again, using AI, it said the eyeliners range from $26 to $28 back in the day. It's now $26, so it doesn't seem like they've raised the prices, but I wonder if that means quality has gone down or quantity has gone down, because Marc Jacobs definitely had an older vibe before. But this is, I think, supposed to be the highliner, gel eyeliner, but it's now the Drawn This Way Longwear Waterproof Gel Eyeliner. There's going to be 21 shades, so they still have a great shade range, just like they had with the previous line, 10 metallic and 10 matte shades. Ooh, I'm excited. I used to love me a metallic eyeliner. I'm not quite so adventurous now, but I did used to love me a colored metallic eyeliner. I saw some people asking about the mascaras. I don't personally remember loving any Marc Jacobs mascaras, but this is the Flashes Volumizing and Lengthening Panoramic Mascara at $29. And then last one, oh, I hate this product. This one's a drop for me already. The Money Shot Multi-Use Illuminating Gel Highlighter. $29, one universal shade. So that's the overall picture that we're getting here. Quick thoughts before we go into the shades. Very different vibe of before. The line used to be a little bit more mature, a lot more mature, honestly. More of a true luxe feel. And this isn't giving that. I mean, with them doing this whole rebrand thing, I suppose they have to come out with something different. But it's very cutesy, very young, very Gen Z, Y2K-esque. Like, the makeup is in the shape of hearts and stars, which I think is cute, but I just had different expectations for Marc Jacobs Beauty. Looks like they're trying to appeal to a much younger crowd, and I guess, you know, they would not have put Marc Jacobs brand out of business if they weren't making money, you know? So clearly who they were marketing to, it wasn't working, and so they're doing this new fresh take. The old person in me is sad because I love nostalgia. Would have loved something a little closer to the old range, but I think overall the price points, especially with inflation and how the makeup prices have gone up over the years, they didn't seem to increase the price of makeup. It's still in the higher end range, but I would no longer call this a luxury brand. It's kind of more prestige in between high-end and luxury with the price points here. But like I said, I don't know if quality was compromised or quantity was compromised on this. I do think the bronzer packaging is super cute with the little daisies. Like, this is cute, the daisies, but it's cute. It's not luxe. I'm wondering if it's gonna feel heavy or anything. This has like a little heart at the end. The eyeliners aren't too off from the originals, but that's an eyeliner. There's just a little star here. Now, to the defense of Marc Jacobs, right? I'm a huge fan of their bags. This gives what they're selling right now. Like the Marc Jacobs boutique in Miami, this is the vibe of that boutique. So I do think that this does match up with what they're selling. Honestly, it does, at least on the fashion side of things. The older line was definitely more elevated for sure, but it was a bit mismatched with what they're selling in fashion now. And I love the style of the tote bags and stuff. Some of it's a little too young for me, but I do love their bags and stuff. So this does line up with that. So I don't think it's random. I don't. This actually matches up with their fashion range much better, which in that regard does make a lot more sense. And I would imagine they went with this younger vibe for a reason. That's probably who they're selling their bags and fashion and accessories to right now, the younger crowd. So they're gonna create a makeup brand that matches that. Okay, and now I'm going over to a Meet Beauty Talk, who I did meet in Miami at the Charlotte Tilbury event, if you remember. So she has all of the shades and stuff if we want to take a closer look. So these are the cream blush sticks. And so here are all of the shade descriptions. Very vibrant. Very, very vibrant shades. So that's Hot Flush. This is Rosewood Nude, which is more up my alley. Twin Cheeks. A deep pink nude, an intense fuchsia, vibrant coral, deep blue red. That looks gorgeous. A vibrant lilac. I'm always attracted to these and then they look like trash on me. A plum, a nude. The range looks quite inclusive here. I think there's a range of colors that are going to work for everybody, but very fun, spunky, punky colors. I probably will end up with Shady Business, that second one. And then these are the cream to powder eyeshadows. And it looks like we have some duochromes down here. Very, very cool, very fun. So this is matte nude, the matte cinnamon, matte burgundy. So the matte shades are basic. They're the background shades. Great, I love that. Then we have the metallic champagne. So this is the one I'll probably end up with. Metallic copper. You know, I do like a green eyeshadow. This canceled shade looks stunning. That's cute is the name. Metallic hot pink. So I'm like, I need to touch these and I need them to feel wet and creamy. That's what I'm imagining this formula to hopefully be. Okay. So we have Clapback, which is the pink and bronze duochrome. So I'll definitely pick up a duochrome. Probably this one. I don't know. Maybe this one. And then a pinky nude with iridescent pearls. Okay. I hate this packaging though. Like, is it gonna turn? I don't like that. I don't reach for products with that style of packaging. The lipsticks, I don't know why I'm not excited about them. So these are supposed to have a soft shine to them. Now there was a shade from Marc Jacobs that I used to have that looked exactly like this that I cherished. So I might have to get this one. Glow Stick. Love Must. Oof. I'm actually really liking these shades. And Marc Jacobs lipsticks used to be the thing with me and my mom. We loved our Marc Jacobs lipsticks. Like this. I like this with a nice, ooh, I actually really love this color range. It's really good. Here are some arm swatches, which I don't find to ever be accurate, but yep, again on this side, like they got these nudes down. And you know what? This looks a little bit more higher end from this angle right here. Cool. Still not luxe, but maybe it's heavy, nice magnet. It would definitely help elevate that. Then we have the Marc Jacobs bronzers. So these are the shades. I do like the packaging of this one quite a lot, honestly. I think this one is very, it's still very cute. Oh, you guys, I'm so excited. I can't wait to try these. I'm not gonna buy the whole range, of course, but I want to buy one of almost every formula. Like I'll buy one bronzer, I'll buy one lipstick, I'll buy 2 eyeshadows, I think, an eyeliner, a couple eyeliners, of course. And again, this range, look how deep that deep is. This range looks really, really nice. Okay. And then this is a close-up of that gel highlighter. This one's a drop. I'm not excited about this at all. Ew, I would never wear that. Sorry if you would. Couldn't be me. Okay, not interested in that. Here's the eyeliners, a closer look. Drawn This Way Longwear Gel Eyeliner. So these are all of the matte finishes. So me, I would pick up the brown. Oh, the plum looks really gorgeous too. I tend to mostly wear brown or black, but I do like the look of that plum. And then I did used to really love some metallic shades from Marc Jacobs back in the day. So I think maybe I'll pick one up. We'll see. Like the bronze or something here. Or a copper is what I tend to wear. And then we have some arm swatches here. Like Do Better or Blocked. Sorry, I know I'm so boring now. I'm very different than when I started my channel in my early 20s. But I want to try these. I did used to love their eyeliners, so. And then the mascara. I don't know. I cannot remember at all how Marc Jacobs mascaras were before, but we have an indigo color, a cocoa color, and a black shade. Oh, the indigo shade is blue and purple duochrome. That's interesting. This one I will not be picking up either. I'm not really interested in the mascara, so that is one item from the range that I'll skip on. Generally speaking though, like, yes, the packaging is different, but I do like it. I do. It's just different. It's less luxurious, but I think it's fun and cute. And if it's high quality, I personally won't mind the packaging. Because I know a lot of people are going to say it's tacky and trendy and young, which it is, but it's fun, it's makeup. Okay, let's see. And I like that it's not the same exact price point as before because it does look cheaper. It looks like it should be. Okay, here we are. I asked what you guys thought and I knew it was going to be mixed. Reminds me of Polly Pocket. I like the orange tones of the blushes. Yeah, I think the range here is really, really cool. They have some unique tones. Didn't disappoint. See, already mixed. Of course, I'll do what I can. Cute packaging, but same products we already see and have today. I don't know how anything can be like different now, though, you know? Packaging is cute but juvenile, yes. I wish it was more sleek like the OG. Curious about the formulas. I hope the bronze, it didn't look that way, but it's too early to tell. Super intrigued. Hate the packaging, very tacky and trendy rather than timeless. Yeah, but I do think that's the vibe they were going for. But yes, I agree. And like a bit of my heart hurts holding on to the nostalgia, but I also think it's fun. Excited for the powder bronzers and maybe the lipsticks. The range looks good for those lipsticks, and of course I need to try those bronzers. The bronzer is looking promising. It's not gonna smell like cocoa. It's not gonna smell like coconut anymore. This is my mother. Wow, the packaging is yum. My mom is into the packaging. She likes cute packaging like that. Everything looks so pretty. Okay, pretty mixed. I only posted that like 5 minutes ago, you guys. I did not have enough time to wait for responses. Because calamari could wake up at any minute now. Ugh, my eyebrows have been out of place this whole time. Anyways, there's a lot of other new makeup launches that I want to talk about, but I wanted to give Marc Jacobs Beauty its own entire video because I will be shopping most of the items, at least 1 or 2 shades from the range when it comes out, and I will of course be doing a review. So let me know your thoughts down below. The entire point behind my shopper drops is to get your opinion, your thoughts, a conversation going in the comment section. And I'm really curious about your thoughts because I agree it's tacky, but I also like it. I think it's fun. So I had to give it a whole dedicated moment. So let me know your thoughts down below. I'll be spending some time in the comments. I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching. Let me know if you have any questions that you would like me to answer in my review. Bye guys, have a good one.
It's delicious.